Thank you, Linda from Cleveland, Ohio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We out here in Kowloon. This is always my first stop whenever I'm in Hong Kong. You come out of the train station. Thank you, Nicole, for extending your sub. AC Linda, thank you. Good morning. AC and Muller, thank you. Every time I come to Hong Kong, this is always my first stop. Every single time. I always come to Kowloon, and then we'll go to Hong Kong Island tonight as well. We'll get on the ferry. But man, every time you're in Hong Kong, thank you, AC and Courtney. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. There's just so much consumerism going on in Hong Kong, man. You know, that's what I love about this place. Thank you, AC and AA. So much consumerism. Capitalism at its finest. Let's keep moving. Thank you, AA. What time is it here? Just past 7 p.m. So because you guys just had daylight saving time ended, or started, whatever, I'm now 13 hours ahead of the East Coast. So it's just past 7 p.m. out here. It should be just past 6 a.m. for you guys back home in the United States. So top of the morning, happy Monday morning to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We are here in Hong Kong, baby. Well, ended. I didn't know if it was started or ended. Beautiful, man. I'm telling y'all, man, coming out to Hong Kong, you know, the thing about coming out to Hong Kong, I always have to tell people, man, it's a very intoxicating experience to come out here to Hong Kong because there's just so much shopping. There's so much like materialism. You know, you can see out here in Hong Kong, they drive on the left side of the road here in Hong Kong. This is a one-way street, so it doesn't matter. But here, they drive like they do in England on the left side of the street. Thank you, Erica. Just so much like consumerism, consumption. Thank you, Erica. You know, all that stuff. They have it here. We're gonna walk around. I ain't gonna be shopping a lot. I wanna show you guys as much as Hong Kong as possible. It's been months since we streamed here. For the people who are watching this channel, if you're new to the channel, we were here in April. I think we were here in April. So it's been a long time since we've been in Hong Kong. I'm gonna spend the night here. Actually, I'm gonna go back at 11 p.m. I'll be here for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll come back another day. Thank you, Erica. What is up? Please follow the channel, everybody. We are here in Kowloon District. How many people there are? This is, by the way, this is rush hour. It's 7 o'clock. People are getting off work. Look how many people there are here. So many people. All right, there's a lot to see today. All right, we're gonna pace it out a little bit. We're gonna wait for the algorithm to do its thing. It's early back home in the United States. We're gonna wait for the algorithm to bring more people in here. Please share this live stream. Please follow the channel. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm actually taking the last train home to Shenzhen. The very last train is at 11 p.m. Thank you, Emily. Emily, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Emily. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Emily. This place is beautiful, man. Like, every time I come to Hong Kong, you know, it's one of those things. When I first came out to China in 2019, Hong Kong was like the very first place. Thank you, Emily, and Ni Hao Ma. Was like the very first. The hell is that? It was like the very first place I had to come out and visit when I came out here to China. Thank you, Lisa, John. Beautiful. You're gonna see a lot of foreigners today because Hong Kong is an international city. It's visa-free travel for American citizens, British citizens. Most European countries have visa-free travel to Hong Kong in China, in southern China. So you're gonna have visa-free travel. A lot of foreigners. A lot of foreigners also work out here. I'm waiting for this light to turn red. I'll turn green. Dude, it's Monday evening here. Monday evening. Right now the time is 7:14 p.m. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, AA. Let's keep it moving. All right, let me talk a little bit about where we are right now. We're in the Kowloon right now. So this entire place is called Kowloon. It's one of the islands, or this is actually not an island. It's one of the big areas of Hong Kong. It's called Kowloon. And then the biggest area, the fanciest area of Hong Kong is called Hong Kong Island. So the thing about Kowloon is that this particular area that we're in is very close to a place called Mongkok. So M-O-N-G and then K-O-K. Mongkok is known for shopping. There's a lot of shopping. The buildings here are actually pretty old. All of them are pretty old, but there's a lot of shopping here because there's a lot of Chinese tourists who come from mainland China. And the prices here are lower prices, much lower prices, and tax-free, totally tax-free. So we're gonna walk around a little bit. We're gonna go to the Mongkok night market. That's right. We're gonna walk around a little bit with we're just gonna walk around a little bit, and then we'll go to the bay side like we did. Amuj probably remembers this, but we were there about 5 months ago. So we'll go next to the bay. Thank you, Skill. We'll go next to the bay and yeah, man, just soak in as much of the city as we can today. Everything in Hong Kong, it's like you don't see this stuff. Like, this is so ostentatious. Like, it is so crazy just how much merchandise they have in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is capitalism in the Far East at its finest. You know, this is all solid gold, pure gold, 24 karat gold, like that Bruno Mars song. So this is, you know, this is all solid gold, pure gold, 24 karat gold, like that Bruno. A lot of Americans buy jade. Some of us, we like it, but not a lot of us spend money on jade. But just like anything you can think of under the sun, they have it out here in Hong Kong. Thank you, Gigi. Good morning, everybody. Deanna, Tana, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Are we lagging? Is the signal lagging, or is it okay? Is the signal okay? Is the signal okay, everybody? How's the signal? We good? Is we lagging a little bit? That was good? All right. Well, right now the time, so do a little time check. The time is 7:16 p.m. 7:17 p.m. now. Thank you, Sandra. 7:17 p.m. out here in Hong Kong. We just arrived via the bullet train from Shenzhen. 20-minute bullet train will get you here to Kowloon in Hong Kong. So let's keep it moving. Great. Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much, Sandra. That's our first one. Thank you, Sandra. Let's keep it moving. You know, I have a lot of thoughts about Hong Kong overall as a place. You know, Hong Kong is a place where this is a place where, how do I say this? Let's walk and talk. This is a place, man, where it's like, you know, you look at the streets of Hong Kong, it's like, it feels honestly like a totally different world compared to mainland China. Thank you, Trish. And in a good way and in a bad way. In a good way, in the sense that, you know, English is very widely spoken here because for over 100 years, Hong Kong was a British colony. So many people here, most people here speak at least a little bit of English. Most people are fluent in English. Thank you, Sunsets. Used to be a British colony. What's not so good about it, and I've come to realize this after living in China for 6 years, is whereas like Hong Kong used to be a place where everything is so modern and clean compared to mainland China. Thank you, Rick and Guy Huss. Now, Hong Kong has really fallen behind in terms of the mainland China, in terms of cities like Beijing or Shenzhen, in terms of like how new the city is. What I mean by that is like, if you look around, everything in Hong Kong, despite all the lights and everything, it's got a lot of age. It's got a lot of like patina and vintage on it, which is not a bad thing, but it's just a much older city when it comes to the modern facilities compared to like a Shenzhen or a Guangzhou or a Beijing or a Shanghai. So in other words, that's me being polite. If I'm not being polite, thank you, Rick and Candy, the city looks a little bit haggard and it looks a little bit tired when it's compared to a newer city like Shenzhen. Does that make sense? Like, even though Hong Kong, in most people's eyes, is like the pearl of the Orient, right? You guys ever heard of that? Hong Kong is the pearl of the Orient. The city is, you can just tell, like it's, compared to mainland China, it's really fallen behind in terms of its ease of access, in terms of its facilities. But at the same time, I love coming out here. It's one of my favorite places to visit in the world. It's something about Hong Kong, being here, you can't really describe. It's the energy of being in the city. Thank you, Sunflower and Candy. You know what I'm saying? The energy of being in this city is really unlike any other Chinese city I've ever been in. So Beijing, Shanghai, You know, Shenzhen, where I live, they're all nice cities. Hong Kong has an energy unlike anything else I've ever seen before. And the 3 banana people just walked towards me. Thank you, Regina. The 3 people dressed up in bananas just walked towards me. What the hell's going on? It just occurred to me, Halloween is over. 3 people dressed up as bananas just walked towards me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just saw that? Y'all saw that shit? What the hell? I was so focused on talking to you guys. My 3 banana dressed costumes just walked towards me. Anyway, let's keep it moving, everybody. We're gonna walk around. We'll be here for at least about 3 or 4 hours, and I'll catch the last train back to Shenzhen. Thank you, Regina. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you guys, thank you, Regina. Let me actually come out here so I don't block anybody. Is if you look at stores like this, you know, you look at stores like this, like a Manning's out here in Hong Kong. There's a lot of people from mainland China who come to Hong Kong to buy luxury products, supplements, vitamins, medicine, skincare, cosmetics, because Hong Kong is a tax and duty-free port. But you guys, a lot of you guys didn't know that. I think, unless I'm very wrong, I don't believe Hong Kong has income tax, which is irrelevant if you're an American, because if you're an American living out here in Hong Kong, you still have to pay income tax no matter what. But I don't think Hong Kong has income tax. Look at this stuff right here. Look at this stuff. It's just crazy. I'm in Hong Kong. Good morning, Debbie. Let's keep the comments flowing. Thank you, Hannah. Please share this live stream. Man, look at all these watches over here, man. There's some nice pieces here. Look at all these watches. Thank you, Hannah. Look at this. This is all real, everybody. Everything is brand new. Thank you, Plant Groove. Look at this, Plant Groove. What up, man? I usually try to come on at 6 a.m. on the East Coast, 7 a.m. on the East Coast. Look at all the Hermeses, all the ladies out there. I ain't forget about y'all, man. Look at all the Birkins. All y'all ladies. Look at all these Birkins over here, all the Kellys. Look at all this, all y'all ladies. Look at this. Thank you, Plant Groove and Linda. Look at this. Thank you, Linda. Unreal, man. So much merchandise here. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. What is up? What is up, Long? What is up, Dragon? What is up? I'm gonna take you guys to a 7-Eleven as well, because once again, you have to understand, Hong Kong is very, very friendly for people from the United States. So if you guys ever think about like coming out here to China and you're like, man, I don't speak no Chinese, man. I don't know about going to China because I don't speak the language. Well, you should try and make Hong Kong the first place you visit if you ever come to China, because they speak perfect English out here at just about every single store you go to. Everywhere you go to, they speak perfect English. They might have a little bit of an accent, but they speak very good English out here. Let's keep it moving. And it's, you know, what's a little bit weird is they drive on the left side, right? They drive on the left side of the road over here. And also, I think like on the, anyway, let's keep walking around. Let's keep walking around. Follow the channel. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, because of, now this is 7-Eleven right here. So you don't see this a lot in mainland China, right? Like when we're in Shenzhen, you don't really see a lot of 7-Elevens. But all the American brands that we're very familiar with back home in the United States is gonna have some type of a presence out here in Hong Kong. So I'm hopeful that I can find some Flaming Hots. As you guys know, I've been trying to find Flaming Hots for the longest time. You can see in Hong Kong, just about everything, they got English. Everything got English on it out here in Hong Kong. You'll see that. So, and you can see the prices are also going to be a lot more expensive compared to mainland China. So we'll do a little bit of a price comparison out here in Hong Kong. All right, you can see the Monster Energy drink over here. It's about 21 Hong Kong dollars. It's like $2.80 for a Monster. And then for the Red Bull over here, the small can over here for a bottle of Red Bull, about $2.80 for a Red Bull. So these are American prices. Like the prices here are very, very similar to the United States. Very similar to the United States. Their currency is actually pegged to the US dollar. I don't think you guys know that. The Hong Kong currency is pegged to the US dollar. For every Hong Kong dollar that is issued into the market, you got to have $1 backing it. There's got to be a 7.7, 7.8 to 1 ratio. The Hong Kong currency is backed by the US dollar. A lot of you didn't know that, right? I'm gonna explain that in a second when we get out of here, but just to kind of show you everything they have over here. A lot of different American food that you'll find in Hong Kong. This is very westernized here. Thank you, Valley. Very, very westernized. You can see also, you can see this right here, man. Come out to Hong Kong, you ain't gotta worry about not being able to pay. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, they all accept it. So, beautiful. Let's keep it moving. I don't see no chips though. Oh, chips over here. There we go. There go the chips over here. Man, thank you, Freddie. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the newest episode I made. I'm gonna explain it a little bit more. Let's come out here. Let's get out of the 7-Eleven. And we'll keep walking around Kowloon. So let me explain how the currency in Hong Kong works, because a lot of people are gonna be very surprised to hear that a Chinese city called Hong Kong, their currency is actually backed by the US dollar. So here in Hong Kong, the government of Hong Kong doesn't actually issue its own currency, which means this is a very, very interesting scenario. I want y'all to really listen to this. It's very, very interesting. So the Hong Kong government doesn't have a money printer. They cannot print money. They actually delegate the currency printing privileges to each of their major banks out here in Hong Kong. I believe the Bank of China, HSBC, which is a British bank, and I think a couple of other banks. In order for a bank to print Hong Kong dollars to be circulated onto the market, there has to be US dollars backing that particular Hong Kong dollar that's being issued. Does that make sense? So in a sense, like they're here on a, you guys ever heard the word gold standard, things like that, the gold standard? Well, they're here on a US dollar standard. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting the way things work out here in Hong Kong. This is also why, like, this is a place where at one point, I'm not sure if it still is, but at one point, this was the largest, Hong Kong was the largest financial center in all of Asia. Now, that's probably changed a little bit. It's probably Singapore now. I'm not sure if it's still Hong Kong, China, but it's probably Singapore. Hong Kong has lost a little bit of its prestige in the last couple of years with the pandemic, with the riots of 2019. So let's keep walking around in Kowloon, and then we'll take the ferry over to Central, and then we'll walk around Central a little bit more. So this is Kowloon. Let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel, everybody, and share this live stream. Good morning, everybody back home in the United States. I'm Daniel from the state of North Carolina. Great to see you guys on this fine Monday morning. 36 hours to, actually 24 hours to go, everybody, until election day. Get out there and vote, everybody. I wish I could be going to a voting booth out here in China right now, but I'm so far from back home in North Carolina. Go out and vote tomorrow. If you haven't voted tomorrow, go and vote tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Okay, work can wait. Thank you, Lee. Melissa in North Carolina. Hello, Melissa. I will talk about all those things. How much is rent? I'll talk about all those things with you guys. We're gonna walk around. You see, look at the way the taxis look in Hong Kong. This is the classic Hong Kong red taxi over here. Very, very beautiful. They drive on the left side of the road, and every single day, every single taxi has to be clean. So the taxis are super clean. Beautiful. And look how many, this is what I love about, being out here in Hong Kong. It's got an energy, a vibe, an internationalness to it that really you don't have in Shenzhen. You don't even have it in Guangzhou. Shanghai, not even as international as this. I mean, there's no other Chinese city that has the degree of internationalness that Hong Kong does. Look at this, beautiful. So we're gonna walk around all the streets and the alleys. We're gonna walk around as much as possible. I don't wanna miss my train. Beautiful. Look at this is Hong Kong, baby. Thank you, Des. Beautiful. And we will be in Taiwan. Thank you, Des. We will be in Taiwan in southern China, and then we will be in Japan later this year. So please make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream. We're also going to Vietnam. I'm getting my Vietnamese visa right now. American citizens need to get a little visa before we can go to Vietnam. So let's actually, before we cross the street, let's walk around this side of the street a little bit more. So, you see, so much busier, right? So much more hectic, right? That's what I love about Hong Kong. International city. People from everywhere, all around the world, congregated here in Hong Kong. That's what I love about the city. There's no other Chinese city like it. No other Chinese city like it. It's incredible. It really is incredible. Every time I'm here, I always bitch and complain about, you know, how it's like not as convenient as Shenzhen. But for me, man, like being out here in Hong Kong, the energy is so intoxicating. You know, it's so intoxicating. I absolutely love it. Please follow the channel, everybody. We'll keep walking around Hong Kong. The live stream just got started. Please share this live stream. Hit the share button. Follow the channel. I am back on TikTok. We're going to be going to so many cool places. I just felt like taking y'all to Hong Kong. What the hell? Oh my God. That is made out of solid gold, everybody. Oh my God. Oh my God. These people, man, they be wilding out here, man. Oh my God, man, this is made out of solid gold. Thank you, David. Look at all the jewelry. Like I said before, you know, I always say this to people. There's nothing they don't make out here in Hong Kong. It's only your imagination is not big enough. If you can imagine it, they have it. If the human imagination can conjure this up, they have it. But you gotta remember, totally duty free. Thank you, Roberta. Everything is tax free out here. There's no tax. Thank you, Kenneth. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep walking around. I don't know why this place is so wet. By the way, look at all the foreign faces. Look at all the foreign faces out here. Totally different from mainland China, right? So many foreign faces out here. You're gonna hear a lot of English in the streets. Beautiful. Let's keep moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Look at this. Beautiful. You see, look, you see the way these folks are. You see, that's what I love about Hong Kong, man. Check this out right here. Look at how orderly this is. All right, because land is very scarce here in Hong Kong. They don't have a big bus stop like we have in like Chicago or New York City or Houston or Dallas. So they have a very narrow space for people to get on the bus. Look at how well organized the city is. Everybody waiting in line, nobody cutting in line. Look at this, everybody's just patiently waiting in line to get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just all scattered around everywhere. Everybody is just like it's like the way the civilization should be. You know, it's like so organized. You know? You come in, Laura, I'm waiting for you out here in Hong Kong. It takes me an hour to get to Hong Kong. Super, super easy. And for American folks that are watching, if you have an American passport, you can come to Hong Kong unlimited as much as you want. There's no entry limit whatsoever. You can come in here as much as you want. You can come here as much as you want, and you can stay 90 days at a time. 90 days at a time in Hong Kong with no visa needed. You can come from anywhere in the United States, and you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about visas. Very, very convenient. Please follow the channel, everybody. Share this live stream. Look at all these folks waiting for the bus over here. I love it. Yes, no visa needed as an American to come out here. So I was here 2 days ago to take care of some stuff. I'm back 2 days later. Super, super convenient if you're an American. Thank you, Joseph Gonzalez, for sharing. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. I always tell you guys that Hong Kong and China are very safe. However, Hong Kong is not as safe as mainland China. In the last couple of years, there have been, some smash and grab robberies in Hong Kong. So the thieves will ride in a motorcycle, you know, they'll park their motorcycle right here and they'll use a hammer to break the window and they'll steal from these stores. It's happened a few times in the last couple of years. That never happens in mainland China, but it has happened out here in Hong Kong. So please follow the channel. Thank you, Wang. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man. I'm so excited to be out here, so I'm probably rambling a little bit more than usual. Please follow the channel, hit that share button, and tap on your screen. We're in Hong Kong. We out here just having fun. We're gonna walk around, but we're just gonna keep walking around. Beautiful. They did. They all did get caught. They all get caught, and they were not local Hong Kong people. They were folks from, I think, different parts of Southeast Asia. It was a criminal enterprise, and they robbed a number of stores here. Like, look at this. I mean, I'm not really gonna go in because I'm not gonna buy anything, but everything in that store. Thank you, Rick. $1,000 could travel here, but you would probably have to stay in like a lower tier hotel. Just look at all this. Probably a couple $1 million worth of inventory just in this store alone. There's so much merchandise here. So much merchandise, it's crazy. Look at this. Unbelievable. Beautiful, man. Amuj, will you let them know where we are, please? Just keep letting the people know where we are. We are in Hong Kong, China. It is absolutely beautiful. And this will give you a good idea of just how, this is what I love about the differences between Hong Kong. It's like Hong Kong at one point, thank you, Rick, has the highest real estate prices in the world. More expensive than Singapore, more expensive than New York City, than San Francisco. However, Hong Kong is no longer the most expensive. I believe now the most expensive real estate is now in Singapore and New York. So Hong Kong used to be #1 most expensive. And the reason why you can tell it's so expensive is if you look at Hong Kong, the streets are very narrow because land is very scarce here. So if you look at the subway station, look at how narrow the subway entrance is. There's no elevator. It's not very disability friendly. You would have to use another gate in order to use an elevator. Why? Because the land is so scarce out here in Hong Kong. They have to make use of every single inch of land that they have. This is why we're in TST. This is called in Chinese, it's called Jiansha-zui, okay? In English, it's called Sim Sha Cui. It's an area of Mongkok and Kowloon. We're just gonna keep walking around, but we are at TST right now. Beautiful. Keep it moving, man. Look at all this merchandise. And look at Gigi over here. Oh, that's Bella, actually. That's Bella Hadid over here. Long time, Nee. How you doing? Now, if you look at all these buildings over here, people always ask me about rent. People back home in America always ask me about what is rent like out here. Okay, so this is a little quiz time. Look at these old ass buildings over here, man. These buildings look old as hell, man. They need a new paint. But how much do you think rent is out here in this building right here? I'm gonna give you a reminder. I'm gonna give you a little hint. Much more expensive than America. Thank you, Rick. So how much do you guys think rent is in United States dollars? In US dollars, 1,800. AA says 1,800. Rose says 2,500. Sandra says 1,000. To get a very nice one-bedroom apartment out here in Hong Kong, even in Kowloon, and we're not even in Central, we're not on Hong Kong Island yet. This right here apartment is gonna cost you anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 for a very basic one-bedroom apartment. I'm talking New York City prices. $1,500 to $3,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. Okay, and this is in an old ass building. This one is probably $1,500, $2,000, $2,000. A newer building like that's probably a hotel right there. But if you live in that building, that'll probably run closer to $3,000, $4,000 a month in rent. Most expensive rent in all of China. Most expensive housing prices in all of China. And this is like everything here is just consumerism. It's expensive. I mean, it's like their income is also very high. So Hong Kong has the highest per capita income out of any Chinese city. It's got higher income on average than Beijing, than Shanghai, than Shenzhen. Although Shenzhen and Beijing and Shanghai are catching up, Hong Kong is still well ahead. I think per capita should be about $30,000 a year. $25,000 to $35,000 a year should be their per capita average income out here for the Hong Kong folks. So let's keep walking around in Hong Kong. $2,500 for a US. Man, I haven't been back home in America in 5 years, 5.5 years. So I apologize if my understanding of rent is very outdated. The last time I had to rent a place was in Seattle, when I used to work in Seattle. My one bedroom, my little studio apartment in Seattle cost me about $2,200 a month. This was in Seattle. So, you know, like I said, I haven't been back home in the States in a long time, so I apologize if my numbers or my math is not on point. So let's keep moving, man. Let's keep moving. We got a lot more to explore. I'm gonna take you guys around the coast first. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, man. Let me show you guys. Man, there's a lot of numbers out here, man. There's a lot of numbers out here. I'm not really gonna get into all the details or the math. My head hurts from all the translations, but the gold prices right here is all updated daily. It's all updated daily, so all the gold prices goes along with the spot price in the market, in the New York Stock Exchange, in the mercantile. Basically, it's based on global gold prices. It updates every single day. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just a totally different vibe. Also, this is another cool thing for Americans that are watching, because probably isn't very obvious. Chinese letters, Chinese writing out here in Hong Kong, like the actual words on the walls, the writing system that they use out here in Hong Kong is different from the writing system that they use in mainland China. In Hong Kong, China, they use a writing system called, by the way, how do I have 4 galaxies already? Oh man, True Gods. Man, True Gods. It's crazy, man. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see True Gods. Appreciate it. I don't know if he's still watching though. Thank you, True Gods. Thank you. I didn't even see it. Thank you, Sony. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. Anyway, before I lose my train of thought, understand the writing system. Thank you, Sony. It's very hot, by the way. It's like someone just said, the subtropical climate over here. Even though it's mid-November, it's hot. It's early November. It is hot. Very hot. So you look at the way these words are written. Man, just beautiful, man. Just like I said, man, a very, very international city. It's got like a very New York vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that are New Yorkers or you lived in New York City before, first of all, top of the morning for everybody back home in America. Good morning to all of you. 24 hours to go until Election Day. Hope y'all are ready. 24 hours to go. New York vibes, everybody. See, here's the thing, man. There is actually homeless people in Hong Kong. Not a lot of homeless people out here in China in general, but in Hong Kong, China, there is actually I wouldn't say quite a bit, but there is a good number of homeless people. Because you guys got to understand, man, Hong Kong their system is very different from mainland China. I bet you guys didn't know this, but Hong Kong, China is actually not run by the communist, it's not a communist system. It follows the communist model in Beijing, and that's not even true. It reports to Beijing, which is of course communist, but Hong Kong, China actually has a very unique political system that is reflective of its heritage as a British colony. Does that make sense? So yes, Hong Kong, China reports to communist China and Beijing, but it's not quite 100% the same. Their political system actually has elections. So people do vote here in Hong Kong. People cast their ballots and they vote in an election for their representatives, just like we do back home in America. The people in Hong Kong vote as well. They vote as well. I bet you guys didn't know that. So they vote out here. One country, two system. Let's keep it moving. Let's actually take you guys to some places with more people. Let me come out this way first, and then we'll go to the coast, and then we'll come. You see, look, honestly, man, Hong Kong is both big and not big at the same time, which just sounds like an oxymoron. But the reason I say this is, if you're ever here for the very first time in Hong Kong, it feels like, thank you, Tabo. It feels very large and it feels very overwhelming for the first time with all the neon lights and with all the people. But once you get to know this place quite well, like I do, because I've been here quite a few times in my life, it's so easy to come here. It's actually not that big of a place. Not that big of a place. Anyway, we'll keep it moving. Follow the channel, share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button. Let's keep it moving. Yes, thank you very much, Amuj. We're in Kowloon, in Hong Kong, China. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Let's keep exploring. A little bit fewer people than I thought, to be honest, man. I thought there would be more people, but it's a Monday night. And the people here are dressed so well and we're not even in Central yet, so we'll probably go to Central either tomorrow or when we come back from this upcoming streaming trip, we'll be in Central in Hong Kong. Make sure y'all follow the channel. But people in Central are dressed so well. They're dressed so well because there's a lot of there's a lot of banks here. So Morgan Stanley is here, Goldman Sachs is here, Citibank is here, Bank of America is here. There's a lot of investment banks out here. Look at this. Thank you, Broly. We will be going to Victoria Peak again. I was there in May. I took you guys there in May. We'll go back there again. See, everything is in English, man. So you ain't got to worry about not being able to communicate out here in Hong Kong. But they got English everywhere. See that? They got English everywhere. That's why you guys will love Hong Kong. See, look at this. I don't even know what the hell this is. This is like I said before, man. It's like, when do you ever see this in mainland China, right? You got to be in like Shanghai or Shenzhen or Beijing. Like, I don't even know what the hell. This dude name is just Air. The two dudes' name over here is just called Air. Okay, they sat down one day. They said, "What should we call them? What should we call ourselves?" They said, "Let's just call ourselves Air." Okay, they just call themselves Air. Okay, this one. What should we call ourselves? They said, "Let's just call ourselves Air." Okay, they just call themselves Air. And there's another cool thing about it is they don't even stamp your passport, so you don't have to worry about wasting a page for them to stamp your passport. No stamping needed whatsoever in Hong Kong. They give you a little landing strip, a little piece of paper, and there's no trace of it whatsoever in your passport that you were ever here. So for those of you that are running out of pages on your passport because you travel a lot internationally, you don't need to worry about that when it comes to Hong Kong. Let's keep moving. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Do I know anything about the prison system? Man, I don't know much about the prison system, man. I ain't got no intentions of going to prison anytime soon. So, yeah, so I haven't. So you see, you go right here, man. You know what I'm saying? So different, very different out here, man. Very different out here. There's a lot more homeless people, a lot more people in the streets compared to mainland China. A lot more homeless people. You're gonna see a lot of people begging for money in the major subway stations. It's actually gotten a lot better. The government has cleaned it up a little bit, but makes you kind of think a little bit. Why is it that every society that we go to that seems to be more capitalistic than others are gonna have more homeless people? Kind of makes you think about it a little bit, right? Y'all see this van right here? Ooh, y'all about to get a little treat. Oh, this van just it just left. Y'all see this little van right here? Got 3 license plates. Do you guys notice that? That van that just passed us? 3 license plates. I'm gonna show it to you guys a little bit better from here. Look at this. Y'all see this van right here? With 3 license plates. Does anybody know why this car got 3 license plates? You've seen 2 before. First time I've ever shown you on a live stream a car with 3 license plates. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right here? 3 license plates. This is a China specialty. You only see this in China. This car is probably worth $70. This $70,000. This Toyota Alpha right here. Them license plates on that car is probably worth $200,000. The plates cost way more than the car. The car is like $70,000. You could replace the car. Those plates are way more expensive than the car. I'm gonna explain to you guys the reason why. Usually when you're out here in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is a special autonomous region, this is what their license plate looks like. It look yellow. So the license plates are yellow. You see this one right here? They got yellow license plates. All right, this is a Toyota Wellfire. There's another car that we don't have in America. In America, the Toyota minivans are called you guys know, I've said this before, they're called the Siennas. Here in China, they have a different model. But anyway, if you have a yellow license plate in Hong Kong, you can only drive in Hong Kong. If you have a second license plate, you can drive to mainland China. If you have a third license plate, you can drive to Macau, China. All 3 places need their own license plates. Does that make sense? So it's very hard if for a normal person, if you're just a normal person like me, you cannot get a second license plate. You have to have a company in Hong Kong or in mainland China or in Macau, and you have to pay at least $1 million to $2 million. I think it was like $1 million or 2 million yuan a year, maybe 300,000-400,000 yuan a year in taxes to the government in order to qualify for a second or third license plate. You're not even going to be able to get it unless you pay a lot of taxes, a lot of corporate taxes. That's how you can get a plate. Does that make sense? So what a lot of companies will do, we're going to walk towards the bay right now. We're going to go to Victoria's Peak. I'm going to go to the bay right now. We'll go to K11. So what a lot of companies will do out here in Hong Kong is they will pay their taxes. They will get the license plates. They don't necessarily need license plates. They will rent out those license plates to the people that need it, and they'll rent it. They'll either rent it out or they'll sell it. So it's a whole economy out here in Hong Kong, in China, in Macau. This whole license plate game is very similar to the New York medallion system for the taxis. Does that make sense? Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man. I think I'm still in next to Canton Road, I think. So let's just keep moving, man. Let's keep moving. There's also, another group of people that they have a lot of out here in Hong Kong. There's a lot of Indians out here, and there's a lot of Southeast Asians out here in Hong Kong. So what I mean by that is like people from Indonesia, people from the Philippines, people from Thailand, people from India, Bangladesh, a lot of South Asian countries. They're also going to come out here to Hong Kong. Like, you guys remember seeing this in the live stream last night, right? Like, this is the type of stuff where, like, for an American who's watching, y'all are like, this look like some cookies right here, man. This look like some cookies. This is actually extremely expensive bird nest. These are yellow bird nest. These are white bird nest. All kinds of fish maul. You got American ginseng. You got Korean, I think, what does that say? Korean ginseng. A lot of this very expensive stuff, a lot of it is actually smuggled back into mainland China. Like, smuggled in people's backpacks, smuggled in people's luggages, because you're supposed to pay a tax on anything over $1,500 that you bring in. So a lot of people just put it in their pocket and they'll go back to mainland China. You're not supposed to be bringing this into mainland China, but the fact that they sell it here probably tells you that there's a big market for it, right? Like, you can see this one right here. This is more fish maul. It's probably a couple $100 for this fish maul right here. So big market that they have for anything that'll make your ding dong hard, that'll make your skin soft. I can't believe I just said that, but it is true though. It is true. Really, anything that'll make your ding dong hard, anything that'll keep your skin looking young, there's a big market for it out here in China. Okay, so please follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Hit the follow button and share this live stream. We're gonna go next to the bay, baby. We're gonna go next to the bay. Y'all laughing, but I'm actually serious. I am actually serious. This right here, also for a lot of Americans who are watching, I highly recommend this hotel right here in Hong Kong. Hey, it's true, man. Y'all laughing and shit, man. It's true. It's true. Y'all see this right here. This is the very famous Langham Hotel, 5-star hotel out here in Kowloon. I'm gonna take you guys to the Peninsula in a second. Just check this out right here. Look how beautiful this is. Thank you, Lionsy. I've stayed in this hotel many times. It's actually very cheap. It's only about $180, $200 a night, which for Hong Kong is very, very cheap. Very, very cheap to stay in this hotel for Hong Kong prices. Look, you never see this in mainland China. You see this in Hong Kong. Like I said before, just about any American brand that you can think of. Thank you, Sony. Thank you so much, Sony. Just about every American brand. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Maihi. Every American brand that you can think of. Nah, man, no warning labels, not at all, man. Don't listen to the rumors. Every American brand that you can think of, they have it out here in Hong Kong. Very international place. Very, very international city. We're gonna go across the street. Let me see what's the best way to cross the street without going underground. Let's see if I could cross over there. I probably have to go underground. So let me go back over there. See, another thing, y'all see this right here, man. Y'all see all these young ladies out here taking photos across the street. I ain't gonna bother them or anything. You see all these young ladies out here. So what a lot of Chinese Instagram models, a lot of Chinese girls who are trying to be on Chinese Instagram, what they love to do is they love to come out here to Hong Kong and take Instagram photos for their Instagram page. So Hong Kong is a very, very hipster place. A lot of young girls like to come out here and pose by the street and put it on their Chinese Instagram. Thank you, Des and Yolanda. So we'll keep it moving. We'll go underground. Hopefully we don't lose our signal. Thank you, Latino guy and Yolanda. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. We are going to K11, and we're also going to go to the Peninsula Hotel. So we got a lot of places to go, man. We haven't been back here in 5 months. Last time I was streaming here was back in May. So like 6 months. So please follow. Car just means you could drive in Hong Kong, you could drive in Macau, and you could also drive. Car just means you could drive in Hong Kong, you drive in Macau, and you could also drive. Car just means you could drive in Hong Kong, you drive in Macau, and you could also drive in mainland China. Man. Thank you, So Glow. Follow button. Thank you, Cynthia. You know, like I said, man, I really love coming out here to Hong Kong. Like, you can just see these places are just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is in English, and everything is like in like English that you could very easily understand. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Pinyin English, where they just take the Chinese word and they spell it out and they put it in English. No, it don't work like that. They got like actual English that's very, very easy to understand. Harbor City is their biggest mall in Kowloon, but we'll go check it out real quick. I don't want to spend too much time in the malls, but just look at all the graffiti, not the graffiti, but look at the way that all the tunnels are decorated. It's got a lot of American vibes. A lot of like very, very, it's like, and look, you know, let's be totally honest with each other, man. Like this tunnel, you know, it looks pretty beat up, you know, it looks pretty old, right? And this is exactly the charm of Hong Kong, right? It's a city that became wealthy long before mainland China did. All right, like you think about it, when mainland China was still very, very poor, very, very backwards, Hong Kong was already very wealthy. It was already a very wealthy place. It was known as one of the 4 dragons of Asia during the 1980s. So now mainland China has gotten wealthy. They are now wealthy, right? Well, now the infrastructure that used to look so new used to look so nice, right? For you guys, it's like this city is absolutely beautiful, but it's starting to show its age in a way that the newer cities in mainland China doesn't. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everybody? Please follow the channel, everybody. We go into Taiwan and then Japan, but before then, we're gonna go to a few other cities in Guangdong province. We're going to the coast. We going everywhere, man. Y'all gotta follow the channel, everybody. Gotta hit that follow button. Thank you, Alicia. Let's hit that follow button. We got over 310,000 followers now on TikTok. We're actually over 311,000 followers. Keep it moving. Look at this. English everywhere. Beautiful. Thank you, Penny. See, this is the thing you guys have to understand. Like, I have to say this again and again. It's like for all the American folks that have always wanted to come out to the Far East, you know, you guys want to come out to Asia, right? The thing that we are always afraid of is the language barrier. I can tell you right now, they speak far better English here in Hong Kong than they do in Japan. Far better English in Hong Kong than they do in Japan. The actual level of English in Japan is very low. Very, very low. For the common folks out in Japan, not a lot of them speak English. This used to be a British colony. They speak perfect English out here. Most people can understand what I'm saying as I'm walking down the street. Spanish, I don't think quite as widely spoken as English, but I'm sure some people do. Let's go to the Bay, and I'm thinking I'm gonna see if I feel like getting on the Victoria Clipper. You know, that's gonna take us across the Bay. You see them Instagram models right there? Y'all see that right there? I see them Instagram girls right there taking photos. They do that everywhere out in Hong Kong, more so than any other place. You see them girls right there taking photos? I love it. And by the way, this is Kowloon. And this is, you know, it's kind of crazy for me to say this, man, but when I came here in 2019, there wasn't even a single, it was like impossible for you to walk without bumping into somebody. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Rita. It was impossible for you to walk around without bumping into somebody. But nowadays in Hong Kong, it's gotten so much quieter because not as many mainland tourists and not as many Americans. Not as many Americans visit Hong Kong nowadays as we did before the COVID pandemic. Okay, thank you, question mark, for the heart. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, but it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. The reason why not is there's a lot of reasons, man. Number one, and we're gonna keep walking towards the bay. Number one reason, and it's very sad for me to say this, man, but the number one reason is because of the poor relationship between China and the United States right now at the political level. So it all comes down to politics, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of political tension. Thank you, Susie, and thank you, Susie. It's very unfortunate, but not as many people here. You see, these streets used to be filled with people. We'll go to K11 and see if K11 has more people. But I remember, man, like this used to be a place where just like so many folks come out, and that's one particular reason why Americans are not coming here. Another reason why a lot of Chinese people from mainland China are not coming to Hong Kong anymore is because they feel like the service in mainland China is better, and they feel like there's no longer a price advantage as pronounced as it used to be. So if you used to be let's say a Chinese woman or a Chinese man, and you wanted to come out here to Dior, you wanted to buy your wife or you wanted to buy yourself a bag, whatever it is, you could probably be able to save 15 to 20% by coming out here to Hong Kong. You know, same thing if you go to like a Chanel right here, you save 15 to 20%. But now, you can't save nearly as much because the prices in Hong Kong have gone up. So what a lot of people do, they'll actually go to Japan, they'll go to Europe, okay, they'll go to Japan and Europe. So this is another reason why Hong Kong, the retail here in Hong Kong has actually suffered quite a bit in the last 2 years. I'm talking double-digit declines year over year, every single year for the last 2 to 3 years. Business is very, very hard out here for Hong Kong. And you guys notice the difference. You know, obviously this used to be a British colony. They have the double-decker buses. You hardly see that in mainland China, not nearly as much in mainland China. A lot of double-decker buses out here in Hong Kong, and they're all driven by diesel, which is also very different from mainland China. Mainland China is usually electric. This is all diesel. So watching an island, I love it. Please follow the channel. Let's go to the bay, baby. Man, there's not a lot of people in the streets, man. And it's only, like, look at the time right now. This is the prime time. Look at, this is prime time right now. It's only 8:02 p.m. I understand it's a Monday night. Thank you, Sandra. So there's not a lot of people, but there should be a lot of people in the streets right now. Look at it. Thank you, Sandra. Not that many people, y'all. So let's keep it moving. Let's go to the ocean front. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Susie. Yes, please don't forget to hit that follow button and go check out this new video that I just made. We got over 150,000 views already in less than 24 hours. Thank you, Miss Brown. How many time zones in China? Only one time zone. Beijing time zone. Every single Chinese city goes by the Chinese time zone based in Beijing, the Beijing time zone. Look, there's another very iconic hotel right here, the Marco Polo Hotel. And we'll go to the Peninsula in a second. Well, you know, we got a lot of places we got to go, man. Thank you, Moni. You got Lane Crawford over here. This feels just like New York City. Shopping, merchandise. Thank you, Lady Def. Beautiful. Hello in Florida. Wakey, wakey. Happy Monday morning, everybody. We are here in Hong Kong. We are in Kowloon, Hong Kong. Probably been to Hong Kong 30 times in the last 6 years. The last 6 years. Like 5 or 6 times a year. But thank you, Spacer. Man, forget about the homeless people, man. There's not a lot of people in general, period, out in the streets. Thank you, Susie. Do they have a department stores like Macy's or Saks? Yes, they do. I'm not sure if they have Macy's out here, but they have Saks. I'm not sure if they have the exact same brands, but this is shopping heaven right here. Look at this. Look at this. Right here, look at this. Look at this. Made to look like an old British building. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at this. Are we lagging? Nah, they don't use daylight saving time over here at all. We lagging? No daylight saving time. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it beautiful. We lagging? Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Only way to do is keep it moving. I ain't got no Cricket Wireless, man, but there's a lot of people out here in Hong Kong, so they're probably sucking up a signal. Thank you, Tam, for the first gift. We lagging? Should be okay, right? A little. Thank you, Tan. I'm only gonna be here for like another 3 hours, and then I'm gonna catch the last train back to my apartment, back to Shenzhen. So I'll be here for like 3 or 4 more hours. We good? Thank you, Laura. We good, we good. It's all right, we good. Gotta love this freaking city, man. And you gotta love these bells. They don't have this out in mainland China. You hear this bell, that's how you know you're in Hong Kong. They always play this loud ass bell. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Tan. To you guys. So when I was here in 2019, this is 6 years ago. Let me explain a little bit more, a few more things to you guys. So when I was here in 2019, this is 6 years ago, five years ago, actually close to 6 years ago. This place right here used to have a lot of protesters, people who had like, I remember this very clearly, man. There was just a lot of dissidents and a lot of people who were like, view of Hong Kong Island. I don't see them at all. It is all gone. So a lot of those dissidents were like, how do I say this, man? Cussing out the Communist Party, saying negative things about like the Communist Party, just like very, very, very nasty things that they were saying. Very, very nasty things. They were saying things like, there's very, very anti-communist slogans. It's all gone. It's all been cleaned up. Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much, Rita. Thank you. Man, somebody just said in Chinese the signal is not good. Is the signal still bad? Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much, Rita. He's a CIA behind it. It's fine. Thank you, Spacer. It's okay. Thank you, Spacer. Man. Whack ass signal, man. Maybe because there's too many people out here taking photos. Whack ass signal. Good? Signal's good? Alright. Maybe it's lagging for some people. If it's lagging for you, go to the next live stream and come right back. So I remember, man, they used to be like all out here protesting and shit. Like you come out here with your family, you come out here with your mom and your dad, and you're trying to have a good time in Hong Kong, and then all you saw was like these protesters out here. So look at how clean this square is right now. Y'all see that? Oh, by the way, that's the Ritz-Carlton Hotel right there. Okay, that's the Ritz-Carlton. Thank you, Plant Groove. All cleaned up now. Thank you, 888 and Plant Groove. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. It's all peaceful now, and that's what I like. I don't, to be honest, man, like when I'm out here with my family, with my mom and dad, I want to see like peace. You can see, look at that. Look at that. You never used to be able to see this when you came out here in 2019. Well, now you do see it. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm trying to come out. You come out here with your family. You know what I'm saying? You just want some peace and quiet. You don't want all the protesters in your face and stuff, you know? This is the popular spot to take photos. Yeah, that is central right there. So we will go there and stream in the upcoming weeks. I'll go to, so that's the Victoria Clipper right there. That thing has over 100 years of history. Thank you, wonderful, and my sweet. It is absolutely beautiful, the beautiful skyline. I'm gonna give you guys a better view, but let's keep moving. It is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Barbara and Latino. Thank you. I'm gonna give you guys a different view. So that's Harbor City right there. That's one of the fanciest malls that they have in all of Hong Kong. Harbor City Mall. We'll go there in a second. Thank you, Rajin. Hit the follow button, everybody. Share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Oh, this is called the Star Ferry. There it is. Over 100 years of history, the Star Ferry. You see, remember back in the 1800s and the early 1900s, Hong Kong didn't have a tunnel. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Nikki. See this right here? This is the Star Ferry, the very, very famous Star Ferry that'll take you from Kowloon to Hong Kong Island, and it only costs 20 cents. 20 US cents to ride it. Super, super cheap. I don't think they're profitable. It's more like a public transportation, man. So you can see, you can take it to Central. But let's walk around first, though. Let's walk around first. Beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. Let's keep it moving. And I do got to be aware of pickpocketers out here in Hong Kong, because it's safe, but it's not as safe as mainland China. Not as safe as mainland China. So I do have to, my passport is in my pocket. I got to make sure nobody picks my pocket. Let's keep moving. Beautiful. It is also, like I said, it is, I don't know, man. It's just like, look at, this is the reason why our signal sucks, everybody. Look at the mass of humanity standing up there. Everybody congregated in one place, sucking up the cell phone signal. This is why we're lagging. Look at all the human beings on the observation decks. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see all the human beings right up there? That's why the signal isn't very good. That's why. But I don't know why there's so many people tonight. Is there like a special celebration? Why is there so many people here? They got like a concert or something? Look how many people there are here. See that? I don't think there's anything special, man. I think there's just a lot of people. Thank you, Nikki. So this is why our signal hasn't been good, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Thank you, Valerie. It's a lot of people. Show you guys the beautiful skyline. This is it right here. This is it right here, y'all. Been 7 months since I've been here. Look at this. 7 months, y'all, since I've been to Hong Kong. Streaming for you guys. Oh, Beyonce concert. No, I don't think Beyonce's here. Look at that. New York City vibes, I know. Check this out. Look at this. Beautiful skyline. Absolutely beautiful. I will take the Star Ferry. Please follow the channel, everybody. Thank you, N, for the heart me. Let's get up to League A1 yet again. Beautiful. Beautiful. And to 2 people who just hit that subscribe button, thank you very much. Keep it moving. Keep walking up. Very, very popular tourist spot. Thank you, wonderful. You know, it's like this is a very, very popular tourist spot. Everybody, when they come out here to Hong Kong, this is their first stop. They gotta come out here. And look at the old British Bell Tower over here. Y'all see that? Thank you, Eric and N. Beautiful. Temperature is hot. There are a lot of Americans. I hear a lot of American English. It's a lot of Europeans, a lot of Americans. Should I follow the crowd? Or should I go a different direction? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go up via this way. And then I actually want to hit up. I get a little bit claustrophobic when there's a lot of people. So we'll take the Star Ferry a little bit later. But before we do, man, we got to go back to Mongkok. And I want to explore the streets of Mongkok a little bit. Once again, just look at this. So Disneyland they do have a Disneyland out here in Hong Kong, significantly smaller than the Disneyland in Shanghai that we streamed. But they do have a Disney in Hong Kong. Look at this. Look at this Victoria Harbor, y'all. JP Morgan is here, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, they're all here. Very beautiful. Thank you, N. Beautiful. Multiple tunnels running underneath the ocean water that connects central Hong Kong Island with Kowloon. So this is why the Star Ferry is still used very widely because it's cheap. It's only 20 cents. But if you wanted to use one of the tunnels, they have one tunnel that is free. That's always very packed with traffic. The other two tunnels underneath the water is actually going to cost you a toll in order to use it. Now, quick quiz for everybody. Why don't they have a bridge over water connecting Kowloon and Hong Kong Island? Does anybody know the answer? Why don't they have an over water bridge over here? Why is it all underwater tunnels? Does anybody know the answer? Yeah, that's right, ships. Because of ships. Because a lot of shipping traffic goes through here. So they only built the tunnels underneath, not above the water because of the ships. Exactly, because of shipping. Not the fault line, because of shipping. Beautiful. Keep it moving. Now, the one thing I will say about Hong Kong is for people who are interested in yachting, like if you ever want to go on the water, you could take the Star Ferry for 20 cents, very cheap. Or you could pay like $100, $200, and you can get a spot in one of these like scenic yachts that take off every single evening from Victoria Harbor. You see they have food and drinks on board. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not, but I've seen this before a million times. But this is what it looks like right here. That's probably a little bit less, probably not $100, probably like $50, $40 will get you a spot on one of these yachts. And what they'll do is they'll take you around on a big loop around Hong Kong, and then they'll take you right back here. So let's keep moving. Let's go. I'm gonna take you guys to K11 real quick, and then it's time for us to go back to Mongkok. Thank you, N. Very, very beautiful, man. Like I said, very beautiful. For me, in terms of as an American living out here in China, Hong Kong is probably the place that's easiest to date. Thank you, Martha, and I say this sincerely because the girls here, the women here, and obviously if you're a woman, if you're dating a man or whatever, another woman, whatever, they speak good English out here. So if you're ever thinking about living out here as someone on the younger side who's dating, it's actually very easy to date out here in Hong Kong because of the high level of English that they speak, especially among the young people. Thank you, Laura Puddles. Beautiful. And my WeChat indeed is popping when I'm in Hong Kong. Very beautiful. All right, let's keep moving. Nah, you're an American. It doesn't matter where you live, right? You can be an American living in Istanbul. You can be an American living in Mexico. Man, I kind of wanna, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't so many goddamn people over here, man, I kind of wanna leave my mark as I usually do in this water. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know I like to leave my mark. You know what I'm saying? I like to leave my mark out here. I'm thinking about leaving my mark. There's too many people though. We got a dude over here. Shit. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. All right, what's one thing they got in Hong Kong more than anywhere else? I think in most part, I wouldn't say more than anywhere else in Asia, but what's the one thing that they have a lot of out here in Hong Kong is malls. mall after mall. Actually, I don't even know if I want to keep walking this way because I want to go to Mongkok. So you know what? All right, let's keep walking for a little bit. Thank you, Bob and Sandra's. UNC tonight. I don't need to watch that game. We're gonna smash Elon, man. That game we're gonna smash them. Wait. Carolina plays on Monday night or Tuesday night, election night. Thank you, N. Thank you, Bob. What is up, Empress? What is up? What is up? Thank you, Bob. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to take you guys to K11. So K11 is one of the nicest malls in all of Hong Kong. It's also the place for the nicest hotel in all of Hong Kong, called the Rosewood Hotel. The Rosewood Hotel is owned by the same family that runs the biggest jewelry store in the entire world. Not Tiffany's, a jewelry store called Chow Tai Fook. They also run a real estate company, and they built the Rosewood Hotel out here in Hong Kong. It is the nicest hotel in all of Hong Kong. It's about $1,000 a night to stay here. So very, 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 very expensive hotel, and it is right. Man, I don't want to walk all the way over there, man. It's that building right there. That's the Rosewood, man. I don't know if I want to walk all the way over there. It's a long ass walk, man. A lot longer walk than I remembered. Dang. Man, we already here. We committed already, man. We might as well. Thank you, Tanya. We might as well, man. A long ass walk. $1,000 a night to stay at the Rosewood. Thank you, Bodyguard. Thank you, RT Baker. Yeah, 7 stars, whatever, 5 stars, 6 stars, whatever. But it's the nicest hotel in all of Hong Kong. I've never stayed there. I just know it's really nice. Beautiful. I do have to watch my time a little bit. I have to watch my time a little bit. I have to start heading back at like 10, 5 minutes, and then I gotta start heading back towards the hotel. See, look at this. You see the bars out here? You see that? People out here just having fun. People out here just having fun. Out in the streets, right? Very different vibe. A lot of beautiful. Yeah, Peninsula has the Rolls Royce, and we will go to the Peninsula. That is in Mongkok. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. Whew. See that? Lots of foreign faces out here. See that? Lots of foreign faces out here. See that? Lots of foreigners, lots of Europeans, lots of them. See that? Lots of foreign faces out here. See that? Lots of foreigners, lots of Europeans, lots of Americans. The people out here taking photos. Thank you, Easier said. Done. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wakey. Happy Monday morning, everybody. Wakey. Follow the channel. And if you haven't checked out this newest episode I made, please go and check it out. Man, I kind of regret going to what's it called? K11, man. That's a long ass walk. Man. Oh, we're almost there though. Because now it means that we got to walk all the way back. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric Ramos. Thank you. What is going on over here? Nah, they don't do daylight saving time over here. Dude, why is there so many people? This is crazy how many people there are out here. Thank you, Rodolito. All right, we made it. We finally made it. All right, we made it. Everybody got the same idea. Now check out that clipper right there. Check this out right here. Now see that? You see that old ship right there? They have it every single night. Check this out. So you could pay like I think it's like $100 to get on this old British style ship right here. Y'all see that? Sailing towards us. Very unique experience to be on the Victoria Harbor in this old, it's called an old junket. Old junk ship right here. See that? Beautiful. We're in Hong Kong, baby. We are in the Kowloon district in Hong Kong. Thank you, New Beginning. Beautiful. All right, let's keep moving. There's a lot of people here. Man, where the hell is K11? I knew it. I just knew it. They're gonna make me walk all the way around the block. I just knew it. Look at all these people here. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, to be frank, man, for all the American folks that are watching back home, like so many people here from the western part of the world, from Europe, from other parts of Asia, from the United States, you know, we have New York City. This is like the Chinese version of New York City. A lot of people, when they come out here, man, they're very wide-eyed. They're very wide-eyed because a lot of them are just like, Hong Kong has always had this like very mysterious pearl of the Orient feeling to it, you know? Very, very beautiful, very mysterious pearl of the Orient. So for a lot of people, man, like it's like coming out here is just it's a for me at least, it was a very aspirational place for me to come here as a young man when I first came to China at the age of 28. When I came to China, I was only 28 years old. I'm now 34 years old. I've spent 6 years in China. And when I first came out here, for me, it was so beautiful because when I was growing up in China, I watched a lot of old Hong Kong movies. And I just remember watching those movies, and I just remember how glamorous Hong Kong from the movies. And I just remember I had to come out here. You know, I used to see the Jackie Chan movies. You know what I'm saying? I used to see the, you know what I'm saying, the Zhou Renfa, the Chow Yun-fat movies. And it's just so glorious. I figured I had to come out here. And now that I've been here so many times that, it's not so new to me. But you can see for all the folks that are gathered around the coast over here taking photos, many of them it's their first time here. No matter where they are in the world. So this is not the river. So this is actually the ocean. This is called the Victoria Harbor. It's called the Victoria Harbor. This is ocean. This is the South China Sea. But this is the Victoria Harbor. This is the very, very famous Victoria Harbor in Hong Kong that separates the Kowloon side on the right and Hong Kong Island on the left. And you guys see all the lights right up there? Don't look at the buildings. Do you guys see on the mountaintop, there's a bunch of lights? Y'all see that? That is where the wealthiest people like Jackie Chan, that's where they live. The business people, the bankers, the actors, the singers, the entertainers, they live on that place, on a place called The Peak. The Peak is considered some of the most expensive real estate in the entire world. It's like Los Angeles or San Francisco if you're living in like, I don't know, what's the most expensive place in San Francisco? The Hills. The hill thing and whatever the thing is called in San Francisco. New York, this would be like a Fifth Avenue, East Village, Upper East Side. That is the most expensive real estate. The Hamptons, they live on top of that mountain over there, right behind those buildings. Okay, and a lot of scenes in Rush Hour 2 was actually filmed out here in Hong Kong. Pacific Heights, that's it. Pacific Heights in San Francisco. That's it. The audience, y'all know the answer to everything. Pacific Heights. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. Beverly Hills. Right, exactly. I think Jackie Chan has a house in Miami and in New York. But I believe he primarily resides in Hong Kong, and he lives on the Peak. So, all right, we're gonna make a little left turn here. We're not gonna spend too much time in K11 because I don't want to spend too much time in the malls, okay? Because I'm not here to walk around in the malls. But I do have to show you this K11 because it is beautiful. Thank you, Marks. Thank you, Sony, for that comment. Thank you for pinning that. And if my ass knew how long this walk was gonna be, I would have freaking stayed in Mongkok. Beautiful. Thank you, Annette. I didn't know that. I just know that he has a house in Miami. So we'll keep it moving. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Pond Hopper. We're trying to move back into League A1. Every heart helps. Thank you, Super Dave. Every heart helps. Thank you, Crazy Charm, for extending your sub. Thank you. We'll be in Taiwan and we'll be in Japan later this month. So please follow the channel. Thank you, Annette. Brentwood and Bel Air, that's right. I see, look at all the Instagram girls taking photos. They got their lighting over here. See that? It's freaking beautiful. All right, man, we finally arrived at K11. I walked my nuts off for this. I remember coming out here to watch a movie with a girl last year. A nice little first date. You know, I remember I met her during the day, and then she went back home real quick. Ain't invite me. I did not get an invitation to her home, and then we agreed to meet up later to watch a movie. I still remember the movie actually. We watched that movie right here. Alright, this is K11. So this is where the Rosewood Hotel is. One of the fanciest, bougiest places in all of Hong Kong. It's called K11. Okay? Beautiful. Right? Yeah, that was the movie, man. The Nun 2. A scary ass movie. A goofy ass nun popping around and shit, scaring people, man. It was terrible. She wanted to watch that movie. I wanted to watch a little something soft, you know, something that we could embrace and kiss too. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to watch that goofy ass movie, The Nun 2. How you supposed to make out at The Nun 2? I want you to explain this to me. How you supposed to make out at The Nun 2? How you supposed to do that? Okay? Shit. Come on, man. Oh, scary ass movie. I still remember it. Alright, anyway, Rosewood Hotel, right up there. Nicest hotel in all of Hong Kong, man. Maybe we'll stay there for one night to celebrate. Like maybe one day we get to like 500,000 followers, get to like 1 million followers here on TikTok. Maybe we'll stay there for one night. Like this hotel, right? You know what? Make a little pact. If we get to 1 million followers here on TikTok, we'll come and stay at the Rosewood Hotel for one night. Let's keep it moving. Beautiful. Yes, Sony. Yes, please keep the comment pinned. People know where we are. We're gonna go into K11 real quick for like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna leave. It's just shopping. Beautiful. Yeah, we just only gonna be here for 5 minutes, cause there's too much shopping over here, man. Too much consumerism. You know, too much consumerism. When did they build this K11? So, fun story. The people that own this K11 is obviously the people that own the biggest jewelry store, Chow Tai Fook, in Hong Kong and in mainland China. They're actually running at a loss. So I just saw their financial report the other day. They're actually losing a lot of money. They're in a lot of debt. They took on a lot of debt in order to build this very gorgeous mall over here. So if you look at their balance sheet, they're carrying a lot of debt. And their CEO, actually, the head of their company, which is, I think, the grandson of the original founder, he just resigned as CEO. So it looks nice, but there's actually a lot of financial turmoil at the company as the result of all the capital projects that they've been spending money on and building. So this is K11 right here. It's just an absolutely gorgeous place. Really, really gorgeous place. Look at this. Look at this. Man, you know what that smell like? The perfume that they put out here in this mall smell like one thing and one thing only. Money. It smells like money. Okay, it smells like money. It's like what? It's like they went out there and they tried to buy a perfume for the mall, and they said, "What kind of, sir, ma'am? Thank you, Martha. What kind of perfume smell would you like?" They said, "Give me the smell of money." Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pretty gorgeous. Now, all types of stores that you can think of. What is this? Van Cleef and Arpels. Thank you very much. Thank you, Martha. The Van Cleef and Arpels. They got Cartier over here. Okay. All right, a lot of nice places, man. Very, very, very nice. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a little necklace. I call it Cartier. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to pronounce that fancy French stuff. You know what I'm saying? We Americans, we call it the American way. I call it Cartier. Cartier. Man. They be wilding out here, man. She's from Mission Impossible. I remember her. Man, look at that Cartier. Look at that, man. She dripped out in Cartier. I don't know. Cartier. I don't know. Cartier. I don't know. Cartier. Cartier. I don't even want to look at it. Thank you, Tina. All right, man. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. This place bougie. This is way too bougie. I don't know what the hell this is. See, this is what happens when you come out to these fancy places out here. You know what I'm saying? They just got a weird ass statue. Statue probably cost $1 million, man. I don't know what this is. This thing just be spinning. It's got some the craziest stuff, man. This is what rich people do, man. Rich people like to look at all this crazy stuff that I think is just so strange, and they be paying big money for this stuff. Just keep walking around. 5 minutes, and I need to leave. I want to get back into the streets, man. This is a little bit too fancy for me. Man, I'm a man of the people, man. We a man of the proletariats. Look at this. Look at this Chanel right here. So obviously I will not be going in. Okay, we got a little Chanel right here. Thank you, just because. Hey, Mathis. I gotta watch my language from now on. But good morning to you, Mathis. I think you gotta go to school, right? You gotta go to school. Happy Monday morning to you, Mathis. And listen to your mom and get good grades. All right? Get some good grades, listen to your mother. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. You just, really all the consumption that you can think of, they have it out here in Hong Kong. That you can think of, they have it out here in Hong Kong. Yeah. Okay? Get some good grades. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Beautiful. You want me to go in? You want me to go in? Beautiful. You want me to go in? I afford this. Man, thank you, Sonia. I appreciate you. Thank you, Susie, for all the love and support for the channel. Thank you. Look at the red bottoms. Y'all see the red bottoms, Christian Louboutins? Thank you, Susie and Tina. Look nice. It's beautiful. Thank you, Sonia. Man. Thank you, Trish. Thank you so much. Let's keep walking. Let's keep walking. It's way too much consumption. Beautiful mall. Absolutely. Thank you, Cody and Eric. You know, say what you will about Hong Kong and, like, you know, how materialistic it is. Like, this place makes you want to just whip. Oh, look at this. Y'all see this right here? Just like, look at this. It's the strangest art. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Trish, for that galaxy just now. Thank you. All right, let me get back before I go back in. Let me catch a breath of real air. Because I mean it, this air smells really strong. The air, they pump something into this air to make you want to spend money in here. The perfume is so strong, really, really strong. All right, man, let's, I think we've had enough of this, all right? This is K11. Come and check it out if you're ever in Hong Kong. It is the nicest, one of the nicest malls. I wouldn't say it's the nicest, but it's one of the nicer malls in Hong Kong. Check it out. Let's go to the Peninula Hotel. Let's get back to the what's it called? The busy part of Mongkok. Beautiful. Yes, thank you for all the gifts. And thank you for everybody. We got over 240,000 likes already. Thank y'all for everybody who's tapping on your screen. Thank you, Trish, for extending your sub. For everybody who's tapping on your screen, thank you so much. No, let's keep walking. Let's keep walking. Let's go to the busy part of Mongkok. Thank you, Dylan. Time right here is 8:40. Now here's the problem. I'm dressed like a bum. Okay. Thank you, New Beginning and Jim. I'm dressed like a bum. I'm wearing these beat up old Skechers as usual. I don't think I'll be able to go into the peninsula and film. I think the security guards over there are probably gonna kick me out because I'm not very well dressed. People in Hong Kong do care about the way you dress. Mainland China is a lot more casual. They don't care as much. But Hong Kong is, they have a dress code at a lot of places, a lot of restaurants, and I'm wearing shorts. So I'm gonna try to show it to you guys from the outside and see if I can take you guys inside. We'll see if they throw me out. But the very iconic Peninula Hotel. Beautiful. Actually, I need to find directions on how to get there. And also, Google Maps works here in Hong Kong. So your Instagram is going to work. Your Google Maps is going to work. All your Gmail is going to work. Instagram, everything works, with the exception of TikTok. TikTok doesn't actually work in Hong Kong. Hong Kong doesn't use TikTok for some reason. Very strange. And I'm using Google Maps right now. Peninula Hotel. We'll walk there. 11-minute walk. Super easy. Super. Actually, less than 11 minutes. Because we're not going to do this big loop. Beautiful. How am I on TikTok, man? Well, I'm using my American SIM card. Everybody just be jaywalking. You see, I'm the only one that ain't jaywalking. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one following rules over here. And the only reason I'm following rules is because I'm streaming right now. If I wasn't streaming in front of you guys, my ass would be jaywalking too. There we go. See, I'd be jaywalking too, man. If I wasn't streaming in front of you guys. Thank you, Kita. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Kita. Thank you, Susie. Kids gotta go to school today, right? Yeah, they gotta go to school today. Let's keep moving. And look, I see this one is closed, but they have another European brand, Legoland Discovery Center. You know, if there's one Chinese word I would use to describe Hong Kong, and the Chinese people can understand this word, is 萧条. You know, the Chinese people that are watching right now, that's the Chinese word I would use to describe. Oh, there's the Peninula Hotel right here. Oh, here it is right here, y'all. All right, so this is, I didn't even see this. This is the Peninula Hotel. I'm gonna give you guys the frontal view of it. Now, once again, the Rosewood Hotel might be the most expensive hotel in Hong Kong. One of the most, actually, I think it is the most expensive hotel in Hong Kong. The Peninula Hotel is the most iconic hotel in all of Hong Kong. When the British used Hong Kong as a colony, this entire building used to be an administrative building. Thank you, Karen, for the British government, for the British colonial government that used to rule Hong Kong before 1997. Now, this was very interesting because in the early turn of the last century, so about 100-some years ago, this hotel was actually turned into a hotel. Okay, so this hotel has been at the same place. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much for the galaxy. This hotel has been around for over 100 years. Fun fact, during World War II, Hong Kong was occupied by, you guessed it, the Japanese. So the Japanese actually occupied the Peninsula Hotel during World War II, and they used it as a command center during World War II. Very, very interesting. So now it's really probably the most, I think this is the most iconic, one of the most iconic hotels in the entire world, the Peninsula. I'm gonna be across the street and give you guys a view from right here, and then we'll walk inside a little bit. Yeah, I think my history on this is not 100% accurate, but I think this used to be a British administrative building from what I remember. And this is all the stars, like all the movie stars, all the foreign politicians, all the who's who's. They're gonna be staying at this hotel called the Peninsula. I'm gonna come out here to the front. Very, very iconic place. I'm not sure if they'll let me go inside. I will try though. I will try. I'm probably a little bit self-conscious just being at the front, just because of how bougie this is. This is the Peninsula Hotel, everybody. Y'all see that right here? Look at this. Absolutely beautiful hotel. Very iconic. It costs about $800 to $700 a night to stay here. Over $1,000 during Christmas or Chinese New Year. But during the regular part of the year, it's about $600 a night to stay here. So non-peak season, $600 a night, which frankly is pretty fair. I mean, even if you're in like Cleveland, or if you're like in Boston and you stay